Alright, we are going to add a trailing stop to Bella 1.01 and it's going to be called Bella 1.02. This is the difference. We have a 30 pips trailing stop. The reason for the trailing stop is not has nothing to do with Bella's strategy. We just want to show you how to add a trailing stop, how to code a trailing stop. For those who don't know what trailing stops are, go back to chapter 3, check out this lecture, chart reading 101 plus your first indicator. At the last page of the PDF, we talked about what trailing stops are. Let's jump straight into it. The trailing stops are coded here in the exit portion. Exits, after the exit rule for long trades and exit rules for short trades here, or you can just Control F Bella 1.02. There is one trailing stop for long trades, one for short trades. I'm going to explain one, and the other one will be almost the exact reverse of the other one. So let me explain the long trade. To start off, we have this trigger here, so we can adjust whether we want to turn on trailing stops or not through the input variables. This if function checks whether the position is a long position. Okay, this area, I'm going to start with the end in mind, and the end is this line here, these two lines actually, but printing, that's quite straightforward, so I'll ignore that. This line. Basically, we use this object, my trading control panel, an object function called position modified. We will talk about object functions, so for now just treat it as a normal function. Alright, so object modifiers will modify the take profit or stop loss of a certain position. To find out more about this function, you can check it out in the documentations. How do I get here? The fastest way is to Google MQL5 position modified, and it will explain how it works. We are using this, so we will input the symbol, the new stop loss price, and the new take profit price. The other way to use it is to use the order ticket number in your first parameter instead of the symbol. For those of you who are unfamiliar with functions with two possible inputs, just know that MetaEditor will identify which you are using by the types of input. So if your first input is a number, automatically it knows you're using the second one. If your first input is a type of symbol, you will know that you are using the first one. Let's go back. So we modify our stop loss here, and our take profit is the same. I get it using this position get double. And note that I can use this position get double here is because at the top I have selected the position. This may be a little bit unfamiliar to you. So how it works is that when we are checking for position using position select, we in a way are selecting our position, and in the background our MetaEditor remembers the position that we selected. Okay, so whenever you use position something, position get integer, position get double something, it will always reference the position that you have selected. So this position here, here, and here is referencing the position you have selected before. Alright, so now we got the take profit, the original take profit. We put it back in because we do not want to change it. So we update it to be the same one. So yeah, we are changing it, but we're changing it to the same one because we have to tell our EA what is the new take profit. If we put 0 here, it will change it to 0. Okay, so this is our new trailing stop loss price. How do we get this? This line. bid price minus trading stops in pips, convert to decimal, normalize double. This is to normalize it to the correct number of digits, and you end up with a price. Note that this is not pips, this is not 30, this is the price minus 30 pips. If the market is trading at 1.5100 and you have 100 pips trailing stop, this would be 1.5000. Then before that, we will check if this trailing stop is greater than the current stop loss. So remember, for trading stops in long orders, as the price go up, the trading stop level go up. And if it is more than the current stop loss, we will update the stop loss to where the trading stop is. Hence this logic. If this is true, modify. Alright, just think about it. It may be hard to visualize at first, but look through the code, imagine a chart, you'll get there. This one just tells it to only start modifying once the trading stop price is greater than the price where you open the trade. Therefore, if the trade is open at 1.5100 and we have a 100 pip stop, you will not update until your trade reaches 1.5200. Okay, this is generally how trading stops are done. If you want to update it immediately, you can do so. It's your EA. You can do whatever you want with it. Just remove this if statement. Okay. Before I move on, I want to address something. Symbol bid. We use bid price here instead of ask price, because we imagine if the broker widens the spread by 1,000 pips, okay, and your trading stop is what, 100 pips, yeah, you're gonna get stopped out, even though that's not what you meant for the EA to do. Alright, so you want to calculate it from the bid price in case the broker widens the spread. And not to mention 1,000 pips, even if they widen it by 50 pips, imagine a chart, 50 pips from bid and ask, your trading stop is 100 pips. So essentially, you are only having a stop of 50 pips, because that's the distance between the bid and the trading stop price. Alright, so keep this as bid. For the sell orders, the short orders, reverse why you need to. Bid becomes ask, greater than becomes smaller than. The only difference is this. Take 5 seconds to think why we have this here and not in the long orders. Alright, think about it. I will explain this better if I have to use figures. Okay, same story. I have a short trade. I open it at 1.5100 with 100 pips trading stop. So my 100 pips trading stop is at 1.5200. And let's say that I didn't set a fixed stop loss. So this is 0. Alright. If 1.5200 is less than 0, or that can't be true, that can never be true. Essentially, if you didn't set a fixed stop loss, this will always be 0. This will never be true, and your trading stop for the short order is going to be void. Hence, we have this condition here to prevent that scenario. Okay, let's run this, compile it. No errors. Let's run it. For inputs, I'm going to keep use stop loss and use take profit as false. And for the exit rules, I am going to set them as false. For the exit rules to work, this if statement, whatever's in here, has to return true. So if da 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 is true, then run the exit rule. I will just keep it as false, so these two will never run, because we want to see the effect of our trading stop. That's it. Let's run it. 2015, 2017, 1 hour. Yep, it works. Look at this. We sell here. A short trade. When the price moved to 1.12584, our stop loss is shifted to 1.12884, 30 pips away. When it drops to 1.12255, the stop loss becomes 1.12555. Same thing for the rest. Look for buy trades. We open here. When the price moves to this, the stop loss becomes 30 pips lower than the price. 30 pips lower, 30 pips lower.